When you were little, you thought I was always there. In the kitchen, folding clothes. On the porch, watching you play. By the window, waiting for you to come home safely. You never saw how much of myself I quietly gave so your world would be full of comfort, love, and protection. I stayed awake at night when you had a fever. I rose before the sun to make sure your day began right. My youth slipped away quietly, while my ambitions, my freedom, even my friendships faded into the background. You always came first. I never asked for thanks, I never kept score. Love doesn't work that way. It's giving silently and endlessly, without recognition. Yet sometimes, when the house grew quiet and the chores were done, I wondered, would anyone ever notice what I sacrificed so you could thrive? The days were long, the sacrifices are small but real. Sleepless nights, heartbreaks I hid from you, money stretched far beyond what I thought possible. All of it built the foundation you stand on today. You remember the roof over your head, the food on the table, the gifts and vacations, but the effort behind them, invisible to young eyes. Love often wears the mask of discipline. Sometimes it looks like saying no when every part of me wants to say yes. Sometimes it's carrying the weight of a family, putting someone else's happiness above your own. I gave my life quietly to build yours, but not everything I did went as planned. The sacrifices are only one side of the story. Understanding family is deeper, more complicated, and at times imperfect. That's a truth I'll share in the next part. It may change how you see us forever.
No family is perfect. Not ours, not anyone's. There were arguments, misunderstandings, moments when love felt heavy instead of comforting. Words were spoken we wish we could take back. Doors slammed, hearts hurt, and sometimes the silence afterward felt louder than any fight. Imperfection doesn't mean failure. It means we are human. It means we are learning, struggling, trying to love even when we stumble. You may have walked away, thinking disagreement meant hate, distance meant freedom. I understand why. Life is complicated, emotions run high, pride can blind us to the bigger picture. Family isn't always comfortable. It's about effort, choosing each other, even when it's painful or inconvenient. It's about patience, forgiveness, and remembering that love is not conditional. Those arguments, the tense silences, even the quiet moments of discomfort, they were teaching you something. Resilience, empathy, the work it takes to hold bonds together. Choosing family doesn't mean accepting harm. It doesn't mean staying where you feel unsafe. It means trying to understand. It means communicating, healing, forgiving, and sometimes letting go. Family is where mistakes are expected, where love endures despite them. It's where roots are planted, growth is nurtured. Every harsh word, every stern look, every moment of tension came from a heart trying to protect you, trying to prepare you for a world that is not always gentle. Even when we failed, love never stopped. It was quiet, unseen, persistent. But love alone isn't enough. Families need each other in ways you may not yet understand. That is something I'll share with you next.
When you were little, you depended on us for everything. A scraped knee, a missed bus, a fear in the dark. We were always there, quietly holding your world together. But as you grew, you may have started to believe we needed nothing. That couldn't be further from the truth. Aging doesn't erase the desire to be needed, it sharpens it. The quiet house reminds us of missing voices. Birthdays pass unnoticed. Holidays go by without laughter filling the rooms. Even simple meals become reminders of absence. We don't ask for help, we ask for presence. Your time, your stories, your laughter. Because family isn't just about what we give, it's about sharing life together. I never wanted to burden you. Wanting to see you, wanting to feel included in your life doesn't make me weak. It means I still love you fiercely, even if life pulls you elsewhere.
Silence can hurt more than hardship. The fear that you've forgotten us, that the bond we worked so hard to build is slipping away. That's something you can only understand on this side of life. A simple visit, a phone call, a shared laugh, that's enough to heal decades of quiet longing. We don't need perfection. We don't need grand gestures. We only need connection to feel alive in the hearts of those we love most. Life is fast. Responsibilities are many. Time seems too short. But moments can be stolen if we don't prioritize love. Don't wait for illness, regret, or tragedy to remind you that family matters. Come now while hearts are still beating and voices are still warm. Even as time passes, there is another lesson we hoped you would learn about what we really tried to teach you long before you grew up.
Every lesson I gave you, every warning, story, and rule, it came from experience, not control, not fear, not stubborn tradition. We wanted you to know respect, patience, kindness, and love, because those are the things that matter most when life tests you. We told you to be humble, not to limit your success, but to protect your soul. We told you to forgive, not to excuse harm, but to free yourself from bitterness. We asked you to be honest, not to follow blindly, but to navigate the world with integrity. Nothing we did was arbitrary. The chores we asked you to do were lessons in responsibility. The limits we set were lessons in boundaries. The discipline we enforced was meant to teach resilience, not obedience. Every choice we made aimed to help you survive a world that can be harsh, unpredictable, at times cruel. Some of our traditions were imperfect, some of our words were sharp, but the intention behind them was always love. Remember that. Take what is good, leave what isn't. Build upon the foundation we laid. Family wisdom is not meant to trap you, it's meant to guide you when life feels uncertain. Here's something you may not have realized. Lessons are only effective if they are carried forward. Understanding what we tried to teach you isn't about compliance, it's about reflection, growth, remembering. One day, these lessons may be the only inheritance that truly lasts. Even lessons and wisdom are not enough. There is one final truth about family that every child must understand before it's too late. If there is one thing I could ask of you, it wouldn't be apologies. It wouldn't be an explanation. It would be a presence. Simply showing up, listening, laughing, sharing life while there is still time. Have you noticed how quickly life moves? One day you will want one more conversation, one more laugh, one more chance to understand us. And then silence can become permanent. Family love does not wait forever. It exists in the moments you are present, in the stories you hear, in the hands you hold. I wish you could feel the urgency I feel now, the desire to see you before time slips away completely. Even after years of love, sacrifice, and quiet longing, my heart holds space for you. Love does not fade with age, it deepens, but it requires action. It requires attention. Don't wait for regret to teach you the lesson we have been trying to show all along. Sit with your family, ask questions, listen to the answers, laugh at shared memories, cry at old sorrows. Cherish the time, because time never stops, and it never gives back what it takes. Family is not perfect. It is messy. It is complicated. It is human, but it is irreplaceable. It is the invisible force that holds us together when the world seems ready to pull us apart. It is the foundation on which your life is built.
Before it is too late, know this: the love you see now is only part of the story. The sacrifices, the lessons, the quiet moments, the unspoken care, they were all gifts, given freely, endlessly, with a heart that wanted only your happiness. Because the truth about family is this: it is fragile, precious, and fleeting. The way you choose to honor it today will echo through generations.